together. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce myself. I'm Anjali, and I will be your MC for the next 1 hour. In the past, I have been the ground MC of Kerala Blasters team. So we're here to make sure that everything goes on absolutely fine. Can we hear it for Kerala Blasters? We need a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I would now like to invite on stage Mr. Thomas Muthoot, Executive Director, Muthoot Papachan Group, to come and say a few words.
Good morning to all of you. The Muthoot Papachan Group takes immense pride in continuing our association with Kerala Blasters Football Club. It is driven by the sporting fashion of many legends by their own merits, but in different fields, and that carries the aspirations of millions of fans, football fans. We also share the same feelings of the promoters to take football in Kerala to the next level, and that is what brings us on board again for the third time, to extend our goodwill and services. The philosophy of Muthoot Papachan Group is to celebrate what our millions of customers choose to celebrate, whether it is film or sports. So let's football and let's celebrate. Thank you.
And now, I would like to invite Mr. Thomas George Muthoot, Director Muthoot Papachan Group, to also please come on stage, because now is the time we've all been waiting for. We call on our owners, the guys who are the reason why we're all so proud that we have a team in Kerala. And we have on stage, please, the one and only Mr. Sachin Tendulkar, Mr. Nagarjuna. We all fell in love with him a long time ago. Mr. Chiranjeevi, Mr. Prasad, Mr. Abdul. And now, we'd also like our wonderful t-shirt to be brought on stage, because our owners are going to hand it over to Mr. Thomas Muthoot and Mr. Thomas George Muthoot. Can we please have the Kerala Blaster jersey on stage? Mr. Thomas Muthoot and Mr. Thomas George Muthoot. I would now like to call upon the moment we've all been waiting for. Yes, our boys, our Kerala Blasters team. I'd like to call them on stage. First up, of course, Assistant Coach Walter Downs, Assistant Coach Ishfaq Ahmed, Sports Scientist Nal Clark. Can we have a big hand, ladies and gentlemen? Goalkeeping Coach and goalkeeper Graham Stack, Dr. Shibu Verdes, our forwards Antonio German, Michael Chopra, Mohammad Rafi, Samboy, and Farooq Chaudhry. Our midfielders Ishfaq Ahmed, Osu Kurias, Prashant, Vidya Boris Kadiyum, and Lilith Rai. Our defenders Cedric Hengbert, Rohana Mendoy, Rafi Chaudhry, and Sunday Jikan. Our goalkeeper Graham Stack, Shomdeep Gandhi, Kunal Saman, and Mohammad Ansari. There are some more of our players who are not here, but they will be joining these boys who are going to be training for the pre-season at Bangkok. And the guys are Kevin Spelford, Tapan Slazon, Mehtab Hussain, Mohammad Rafiq, C.K. Benid, Araq Muhammad, Aram Hughes, Gurvinder Singh, and Reno Anto. And now, the time for the man who puts it all together, our head coach, Stephen Koppel. Now I'd like to give the mic to Stephen, and could you tell us something about your strategy, your plans, or everything else that you have in mind about the Kerala Blasters this season?
Well, first and foremost, before I go on to that, if you'll just allow me to say a few thank yous to people who are very important to the Kerala Blasters. I think sport, football, throughout the world at the moment, doesn't exist without sponsorship. So first and foremost, can I just say a big thank you to all our sponsors for looking after us this season. And can I just ask the players to give our sponsors a round of applause. And also, we have the team here, but down there in yellow is the team behind the team. They are the people who make us function, so just a round of applause for them. And finally, I would just like to thank the owners for the opportunity for me to be the very proud coach of the team this year. I think we've compiled some great individuals. It's our task now, over the next 3-4 weeks, to try and make a great team that will make Kerala proud. So thank you very much.
Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, one by one, I'd like to ask our team owners to say a few words. And first we go up to Mr. Chiranjeevi.
Good morning. Really, I'm so happy to be the part of this wonderful launching event. I'm taking pride to introduce our wonderful energetic players, and it's my privilege, and I'm so happy to be with you all today. So I wish one and all the players very best. Thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big hand for Mr. Prasad, who will say a few words now?
Namaskar. It's a nice feeling to wear a mundu, and even feel much more proud to have a jersey on top of the mundu. And it actually brings a lot of responsibility to us as owners, as individuals, and responsibility because we have players coming from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, almost crossing the entire country. So it's our responsibility to make them comfortable and let them enjoy life here. And it's even more responsible for those people who have come across the world. And we have to be very good hosts to them. And it's our responsibility again to make sure they're comfortable and enjoy the game and play for the goodness of the team. And I'm very, very proud to be part of this wonderful team. Thank you very much to everyone who's part of this team. Thank you.
And now I'll hand it over to Mr. Alu Advins to say a few words to all of us.
Thank you. And I'm excited to wear this. I just wanted to take a selfie and send it to my family immediately. About the dress. So I'm very much excited to be in the event while introducing our coaches and the players that are going to play tomorrow. And I'm very lucky to associate with all these team members. Thank you very much.
And now I'd like to hand the mic over to Mr. Nagarjuna.
Ellarku namaskaram. Like everybody says, I'm very excited to be part of this team, very highly competitive part of this team, and I'm also a big fan, just like there's so many fans in Kerala for this team, and wish them all the best. And like Mr. Prasad said, it is our job to make everybody comfortable, welcome, and people from Kashmir to Kanyakumari are there, and people from all over the world. please welcome to our country and welcome you all. Thank you very much.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Sachin Tendulkar.
Ellarukku namaskaram. It's truly an honor to be here, to be able to launch this beautiful jersey, yellow and yellow again, and to have our sponsors supporting us from season 1. It's really special. Thank you very much for all your support. To have the entire Kerala Blasters squad here, yes, there are a few players who are joining us, but it's a special moment, and I want to share something with the players who've not been part of Kerala Blasters, just to let them know that when I started my association with Kerala Blasters, before that I played few cricket matches here, and I experienced the excitement and enthusiasm. And I knew that football is popular, but till then I had not experienced anything. When the season started, the last 2 seasons, the kind of following, the good wishes and the blessings, it's difficult to put in words what I feel. And I'm sure you guys are going to experience that as well. It's some feeling to be out there in the middle when the stadium is full. They're all screaming, supporting you and backing you to play your best, which I am sure you're here to deliver. And having rubbed shoulders with Steve, I know exactly how he's thinking, and it was something which I would connect as a sportsman, how you think and what your vision is for this beautiful club. Above all, I want to also let the fans know that continue to stay with Kerala Blasters, continue to back them. This is a long season, there'll be ups and downs, there'll be a number of challenges, obstacles, and that is part and parcel of a sportsman's career. But what really means to any sportsman, or something which stays with them for a long, long time, is when things are not going well, who stood behind us? Who stood with us when we were not playing quality football? Yes, I have been going on and on about saying that we need to play a brand of football which everyone loves, and everyone would appreciate the kind of football that we play, because we are out there not just to win matches, but we are out there to win hearts as well. Kerala Blasters have done that. I'm sure you guys will enjoy the season, leave some memories behind, and also take some wonderful memories with you. All the very best for the season.
Thank you. I think that's one thing about the Kerala audience you don't have to worry about. I think we're shameless in supporting our team. And I think the opening match should be worn in yellow with the mundas. And now, we have a surprise element for all of you. We actually have a youth ambassador for our team. Now, you really know him very, very well. You would know him as Prakashan. You would know him as Shaukat. You could know him as Kutan, or Biju, or Jerry, or the man who actually got the black shirt and the munda in vogue, the one and only Nivin Polly, ladies and gentlemen, for Kerala Blasters. Nivin Polly, lovely to have you here, and I think you're very comfortable in the outfit after Prema, but little bit nervous. Let me go and ask him. Yes, Nivin, tell me, how are you, first of all?
I'm good, how are you?
Very good. Are you feeling nervous?
Definitely. See, like every Indian, I'm also a huge fan of Sachin Tendulkar. I wish to meet him in my life. And after coming to cinemas, I've tried many ways, but I couldn't. But right now I'm standing next to him. It's like a priceless moment for me. So thank you, sir, for this opportunity, to the entire team.
I used to think that I'm still young, but
Actually, Mr. Tendulkar, he was part of a fantastic movie called 1983, which was all about cricket actually. So he's a huge fan. It's actually about your life, seen through the eyes of a layman. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Kerala Blasters, can we have a big hand please? Thank you. And now, since we have the entire team here, we have a new youth ambassador. We also have a new celebration gesture. Yes, so every time we need to encourage our team, we are going to do this. Now, does everybody know the celebration gesture, or should we going to have a rehearsal? Are we ready for it? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Kerala Blasters. All right. Can we do it one more time? Can we do it one more time? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Kerala Blasters. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I'd like to thank everybody from the media here, and of course, to everyone who's going out there, remember that our team is Kerala Blasters. Yellow make yellow, and see you in October. Come on, Kerala, let's football.